Let's say a customer comes in to buy a drill. In reality, at the core, what they truly want isn't the drill itself, but rather the hole in the wall that the drill can make. That's why, whenever you're talking with customers, you always need to provide them with solutions. Anyone working in our import-export industry, whether it's for a day, 2 days, a month, 2 months, or even many years, will inevitably receive a lot of rejections from customers. Today, I will share with you how I respond to customer rejections in import-export, so that customers will continue to work with us with the goal of securing future orders. I invite you all to watch along. Alright, let's talk about how to respond when customers say no in import-export. Let's get to the main part, common customer rejection scenarios. The first is when the customer says they have no need. We don't have any demand for this product. So when I receive feedback like this, I need to check in, which means I need to verify whether their no demand statement is actually an actual no, meaning they truly have no need. Or do they still have related products in their existing product portfolio? Meaning maybe they don't need it right now, or they're just giving me a quick answer. So I need to check in on this. How do I check in on this? They'll go to their website and check to see if, on their website, they really don't have any products that are similar to mine or the same as my product. If they don't have anything at all, then okay, I can determine that this customer is not my potential customer, and they'll stop here. I won't contact them anymore. In the next case, if they still have related products, then I will continue and ask the customer for permission. Allow us to keep contact. For what purpose? So that in the future, when they have a need, I can offer my product, or they'll think of my product and come to me first. So, simply put, I'll ask for their permission to contact, and from time to time, they'll reach out to them again. Now, the type 2 rejection is when they say they still have a need, but they say your price is too high, meaning your price is too expensive. So how should we respond in this situation? There are 2 steps to answering this. The first step is that when a customer rejects us, we always need to show that we truly understand their concerns and the issues they're facing. Always listen carefully, always try to understand. So, everyone, don't argue or go against the customer's opinion when they bring up an issue. The very first step is always to show empathy and understanding for the customer's concern. Next, the following step is to find a way to explain reasonably why our product or company has a higher price compared to other companies, or why the price is higher than the product the customer is currently buying, for example. Below, I've included a sample response for you to refer to. First, we thank the customer. Thank you for your reply. After that, we'll say, we understand you need a very competitive price to win the market. This means that we understand you, or your company, need a very competitive price to succeed in the market. Next, we'll explain why our price is higher. As you may know, there are many sales in, for example, the product market. Let's say the market for a certain product, and one buyer can get 10 different prices from 10 sales, each offering various quality levels. This means we're explaining to the customer that we know there are many suppliers in a product market. For example, in the fruit market, a single buyer can receive 10 different prices from 10 different suppliers, with the quality not being consistent. So far, our company has focused on the high-quality product segment. This means we confirm or explain that, up until now, our company has focused on high-quality products. We don't sell low-quality products. So it's very reasonable that our prices are higher, right everyone? But wait, that's not all. As our business strategy, we don't want to lower quality in order to reduce the price, which means, according to our company's business strategy, we do not reduce quality just to lower the price. When customers hear this, they also understand partly why our prices are higher, and it sounds reasonable to them. The next step is to ask the customer about their target price, and at the same time, inquire about the quantity or volume they need, so that we can continue negotiating with them in the following steps. You can say, on the other hand, we really hope to start doing business with your esteemed company. This means that, on the other hand, we truly hope to cooperate and begin a business relationship with your company. Then, you can ask them, could you please share your target price and estimated annual volume? Here, you're asking for their target price and also inquiring about their estimated annual quantity or volume. This way, we can study further to see if there is any chance to meet your demand. After that, we can review and research to see if we are able to meet or fulfill your requirements, whether we can meet their price or not. This is one of the effective ways to respond, based on my real-life experience. When customers hear this, if the customer truly wants to find a supplier, if they want to work with us and need another supplier, they will share their price. Also, based on the order volume, if the quantity is large, we can absolutely consider offering them a further discount. But absolutely, we should not be too hasty. If they give us a target price, we shouldn't agree right away. We need to negotiate 1 step, 2 steps, even 3 steps so that the customer believes our quality is truly excellent, allowing us to sell at a higher price. Now, there's another objection that can come up. Besides high prices, customers might also say that they already have a supplier. For example, we have a regular supplier already. So, how would you respond in this situation? Based on my experience, this is how I would approach it. I would first show that I understand their concerns, and then I would try to persuade them that it's a good idea to have A2 as a backup. After that, I would regularly update market information, keep customers informed, and deliver value to them. For example, you could say, "We understand you already have a supplier. What do you think about considering a second supplier? Just in case your primary supplier is unable to deliver your product on time, you can have another backup option." You can also mention that our company, in case their main supplier is unable to provide the products, cannot meet their needs or deliver on time, then they will simply have option 2 with us. So we present a very convincing reason to the customer, and then we continue by saying that we will consistently and reliably keep them updated with valuable and timely market information that is both important and relevant for them. By deciding to trust us, we could become one of your. You can also receive more information about the types of. This means that I believe our company can become a reliable supplier for our partners in the future. Every statement I make is certain and confident. For customers, they feel they have nothing to lose. They will consider our proposal. That means we could become their supplier number 2, serving as a backup in case their main supplier encounters any issues. When they hear this, I don't think there are any customers who would refuse. That being said, there will still be some customers who decline. Everyone. It depends, it's not 100%. But when you present it this way, I can assure you that about 7,080% of customers will continue to communicate and engage with you. This gives us more opportunities to sell to those customers. Alright, the key word that I want to emphasize and draw your attention to in the final part of today's sharing is the word value. Everyone. So, throughout the process of working with customers, as well as when responding to their objections, we need to make sure that customers see the value that our product or company brings to them. That is the core of the matter. At the same time, this is also a key philosophy in sales. I read a book and it mentioned customers don't buy products, they buy solutions. For example, let's say a customer comes in to buy a drill. In reality, at the core, what they truly want isn't the drill itself, but rather the hole in the wall that the drill can make. That's why, whenever you're talking with customers, you always need to provide them with solutions. Besides wanting a product at a low price, customers also look for a reputable supplier, one who is reliable and can deliver products to them consistently over the long term. Or, in addition to the product itself, they may want the supplier to keep them updated with market and industry information. Regularly and consistently for them, these are the added values you can create, so you can compete with other suppliers not just by lowering your prices or selling at a cheaper rate, because in the end, Those suppliers who only compete on price will ultimately bear all the losses. And the point number 2 I want to share here is that international sales is not something you can achieve in just a day or two. It's a long journey. Selling is actually a lot like courting someone, right? Be persistent. You have to put yourself out there and keep trying, and eventually you'll succeed. Then there are customers who are followed. Sometimes it takes that long 2 or 3 years before they return back to them order. But if you keep following up, stay persistent, and keep up with them, eventually, when they see the value you bring to your customers, they'll come back to you, work with you, and at this point, their trust in you will be very strong. I hope that what Vi has shared will be helpful in some way to our sourcing community. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to the channel to receive notifications about the latest videos that Vi will do their best to share with you every week. And finally, I wish you all good health and say goodbye.